Howdy y'all, welcome to Crafter's Ridge. This is my first tour as it is still a work in progress. A ton of the interiors are unfinished. I haven't added buildings that I plan to, but I'll show you what I've got so far. So first, let's head on over to the train station. Pretty standard wood pallet, everything you'd expect. Benches, a platform, a ticket booth, ticket taker. It says Crafter's Ridge Railway Station right there, and next to that, also at the entrance to the town naturally, is a stable for people to dock their horses at, stable and livery. Here's the interior, cauldron of water, barrels, hay for the horses, and here are all the stations where the horses are. Head on out now and give y'all an overview look of that. There's also a little station, a little fenced in part for horses to hang out outside, right next to the water tower. Pretty cool. Here's a wagon that I designed, which is right next to the Pony Express stop, the post office, Pony Express, post office, and coach services. I really love the new bookshelf design they added, because to me it looks a lot like P.O. boxes or cubbies, that type of thing you'd see in an old post office. Across the street is the butcher shop. There, butcher buy and sell meat. I used a piglin head to simulate a pig head that the butcher cut off. You've got all the different various red, mushy looking blocks that I thought looked kind of meaty, that are the hanging meat representing that. You know, there's only so much you can do in Minecraft. A little bell that dings when someone goes in. You'll notice that on a lot of the doors in the businesses I make. Here's Dr. Holiday, dentist and barber. A reference to Doc Holliday, who of course was a dentist in real life before being a gunslinger. But I didn't finish the interior on that one. So yeah, those are the first few businesses you encounter when you enter the town. Here's a little overview of this little portion. Now let's move on over to the brand spanking new Bank of Crafter's Ridge. As you can see, I've got horses hitched outside a lot of the businesses because, of course, that makes sense. It's only natural. It's a Wild West town. Just some standard lobby waiting area stuff. You know, I tried to make this a little fancier than most of the other businesses because it is a newer bank. That's kind of the idea. You go upstairs, you've got this beautiful glass in the ceiling sunroof, cool chandelier. I'll head out of there. Over here are three businesses that are kind of connected to each other via one walkway. This first one is a pharmacy, Callaway Pharmaceuticals, hemp, coke, heroin, and opium. I would have just put like marijuana or cocaine, but Minecraft blots those out, so I had to figure out which words I could use. But I also wanted to kind of have the visual gag of them just selling drugs, because that's how it was back in the day. Of course, up here's where they grow a lot of the drugs. I've got weed growing, then I've got like poppies to represent like the heroin, the opium growing. I thought that's a fun little reference or gag. I tried to throw in a lot of those type of references to Western history or just Western film in general. Like right here, it says Wayne and Ford, attorneys at law, of course, named after John Ford and John Wayne, the director and actor combination, probably most famous in Western history other than Leone and Eastwood. So yeah, it's a standard law firm, just an office, old-timey office look. And then next to that, we've got the Crafter's Ridge Tailor Company, where, you guessed it, a tailor works and makes suits, makes clothes. So there's a loom and stuff like that. Of course, you can only do so much with Minecraft. You have to simulate most things, shelves and tools and stuff like that, but that's also part of the fun. I've added details to some of the roofing too, like apart from the windows there, you'll see water towers and chimneys depending on what type of building or business it is. Like there's a big water tower on top of this hotel. Because it's a hotel, it's going to need to have a lot of running water. So here is the Old Morgan Inn, of course a reference to Arthur Morgan, hot meals and lodging. Let's take a look inside here. Once again, another bell, ding, for when someone comes in. Lobby area. Let's check out some of the room, pretty standard, 1A, 2A, 3A for the first floor. Here's what the rooms look like. Closet, cauldron for a toilet, bed, chest, bookshelf. Then up here it's more or less the same rooms, and then I've got like one suite, like one luxury room that cost extra. This one's big. It's got like a seating area. It's more decorated. It's even got its own personal bathtub and towel. So that's that. Oh, it's got a nicer bed too. Fancier bed. I also like the blue color scheme. A lot of people shit on newer Minecraft. They say it's overcomplicated and lost its charm, but when it comes to building in creative, it's definitely added a lot more wiggle room and freedom to diversify your builds, especially when you're just building with wood. Like, these all look completely different, even though I'm using a lot of the same general materials. Here's a general store: provisions, tobacco, liquor, hardware, all the standard stuff you'd find. Let's take a look inside. Chests, eggs, groceries, milk, apples, stuff like that, hay. And then I've just got random blocks that kind of could simulate various, I don't know, herbs or plants or things you could buy. Like I said, you kind of have to use your imagination when building in Minecraft. What should we stop by next? Alright, right here is a cantina, the El Minero Cantina. It's kind of got more of a stucco sandstone look going for it. I wanted to give it kind of a Mexican flavor. And El Minero is, of course, Spanish for the miner. Minecraft, Crafter's Ridge. Let's take a walk inside. Trapdoors function perfectly as swing and open saloon doors. There's a stage, there's a pool table, a bar, and then an upper floor for if someone upstairs wants to watch the show, the hookers dancing or the singer or whatever performance they have going on. So there's a look at that. Let's stop by its competition, which is the Eastwood Saloon. That's this big red bad boy right there. Classic as you can get. Classic Wild West Saloon. On the side, it says Eastwood Saloon. I love these swinging signs, these hanging signs they added. They're awesome. Beer, whiskey, poker, hookers. I threw in hookers there. I thought it'd be funny. Of course, it wouldn't say that. Usually, I just thought that's funny. It's silly. They're unashamedly advertising what they have to offer. Poker tables inside, big bar, paintings, and little knickknacks and antiques and stuff on display everywhere. More chairs up here, big ass chandelier in the middle. I tried to make each chandelier in each of the buildings a little different. I didn't want them all looking the same. When you step on out into the balcony, you get this gorgeous view of the town, and naturally right next to the drinking establishments, you're going to need the sheriff's department and jail, which is right here. Take a step inside. Again, kind of like the law firm, just sort of an office, shelves and desks. Nothing too fancy, a furnace to heat it up. There is a jail cell there. You head on outside, you get another nice view from the porch for the sheriff to survey the town from. Next to that, he's got the gallows to execute criminals. Right now, it seems we've got a killer chicken on trial. Across the street is Clint's firearms, rifles, revolvers, bows, and blades, hunting stuff, and killing stuff. Established 1865. I've got a Confederate flag in here and a Texas flag. I was like, what flags would you see in an 1860s Wild West gunsmith? And I was like, it's got to be those. Then I use these glass blocks to kind of simulate the display cases, the display glass for the guns to sit in. And then out in the back, we've got a little test shooting range. I've got my armor stand targets in some leather armor, holding like a wooden hatchet. One's got a bow to sort of look like Native Americans, like in the scene in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, where the targets are shaped like Native Americans when Tuco's at the gunsmith. Over here's the Crafter's Ridge Times. I've started on the bottom main front office part. Again, just standard desks and chairs, bookshelves, paintings. And then I was thinking upstairs would be the more so the newspaper production area of the thing, but all I've done is put in one printing press because I'm still figuring out how I would come up with some designs up here to make it look like a newspaper place. Over here's another hotel, a little smaller inn. This one is Ridgeview Hotel. Crafter's Ridge is the name of the town, so I was like, Ridgeview is a good name. There's like a balcony part back here. Maybe I'll put some chairs or something else on that. I just thought it kind of added something to a kind of boring, standard-looking Western building. Also, the yellow color's a lot of fun. Ridgeview Hotel, rooms for rent. Let's head inside. More traditional Wild West saloon doors. Is bell. Ding. Hey, I'm here. I'd like a room. You know. The rooms are smaller. Again, this is like a smaller inn compared to the kind of grander hotel we saw earlier. But I still think it's fun. Of course, we're going to need a big town hall, which is right here at the end of town. Big bell and flag on top. It's got a Texas flags and American flags, so I guess this place takes place in Texas. I mean, it is definitely the most Wild West, traditional-looking flag. It's a good design, easy to replicate in Minecraft apart from the star. You can see I haven't really done a lot of the interior here. I've only done 4 desks, but up here I'm going to need a ton of stuff. I'm going to need to make like an office for the mayor. Thinking about finding a place where I could put like a big-ass map of the town on display inside the town hall. That'd be sick. Over here is like a timber place, like a wood lumber yard. You can see all the logs and like a wood cutter, even though it's a stone cutter. I'm using it as like a wood cutter here. I haven't done the interior for that building though. Still pretty neat. Across from that is the barn, or I guess it's kind of like Valentine and RDR2. That's where I got the idea to have a big barn auction yard area from. Here's a bunch of livestock, cows, pigs, goats, sheep, and then of course chicken coops. So I've got the big 5 here. The big 5 livestock animals. Up here is a bunch of storage stuff like you'd see in most barns, where they've kind of got these sort of half second floor areas where they keep materials and things. The trap doors function as barn doors. They can swing open and close, which is fun. Over here is a farm for growing wheat for the livestock. There's a cool little Wild West windmill up there. Then, of course, since I've got villagers functioning here, this villager actually grows and replants the crops, which is cool. I love throwing in villagers to builds like this. It makes the whole thing feel alive. And you can see there's a scarecrow in the farm. And just storage of wheat. Here's the water tower again. The water tower also says Crafter's Ridge on it. Banners are fun. But that's about the whole town, right? Oh, no, wait. Okay, so I forgot. There is more buildings back here that I just breezed right on past. So let's zoom on over. Lag. I am playing on Bedrock Edition. Here's a blacksmith. So blacksmith in the blacksmith's house, I guess. So right here, blacksmith established 1862. There we go. Pretty standard stuff. Over here is an undertaker, a coffin place, coffin maker. I didn't do the interior there though, but I did throw some coffins outside in a little gag of like a guy poking out a coffin, kind of to really sell that these are supposed to be coffins, right? A well over here, you know. And right next to here is the church and its graveyard. So here's some graves. One of them is dug up. Maybe someone's about to get buried. I don't know. Pretty cool. Pretty spooky. Here's the church. Really classic, old-timey Western church. Holy water in the corner over there. Here are the pews, lectern, piano. I built a piano in the saloon. I don't know if I covered that earlier, but there's a piano in the saloon and in the cantina. But those are all the buildings, because those 2 buildings on the right there, that blue and birch one, they don't have any interiors. I don't even know what businesses I want to make those yet, so drop any ideas. Really, that's all I have to show y'all so far. I've still got a lot of progress I want to do. I want to connect this to like a mining settlement, to maybe a Native American village via the train station. So just dropping ideas of businesses I can add or things I can do to improve it, just let me know. And I'll keep y'all posted when I upload a part 2 of my progress. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more Wild West content like this. I'm always down to get my cowboy on. And I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Be safe out there.